All right, so I want to take you through a little market update for Wheaton. This is InfoSparks, which is part of the MLS, which is what we use. And you have average sale price here. I'm going to cover that up with my face here in a second. And what you have here is you have a line for Wheaton, just all of Wheaton here in the blue. And then I have just an example of some ways we can segment Wheaton. We can look at specific neighborhoods like Arrowhead and South Wheaton. We can look at North Wheaton, which is just everything north of Roosevelt, or even something like Briarcliff, which is a mix of attached single-family homes and detached. And you can see how this all segments out. What's also nice is you can look at rolling 6-month, rolling 3-month, rolling 12-month, whatever you want to look at, even monthly data, to see what trends are happening in the marketplace. This is the most powerful tool we have at our disposal because it can get very granular and we can see trends, what's going on in the market. So you can see here that a rolling 6-month average for average sale price in Wheaton is $472. You can see in Arrowhead, it's much greater than that. In Arrowhead, you have much larger homes than the average. You have bigger lots. And so those will definitely be on the higher end. And then again, on the flip side, you have some townhomes in Briarcliff, which is no surprise, that's less than the average. So I will drop some of these out just so it's a little bit easier to read. But let's just look at North Wheaton and Wheaton in total. And let's look at some of the other metrics that are really important to us. Months of supply is probably most important. And you can see how supply has really just grinded about as low as it can go. So we are under 1 month of supply of inventory, which means that it takes less than 1 month for all of the inventory in Wheaton to turn over. So if there's 100 listings, it takes less than 1 month for 100 listings to sell. That's very low. Anything lower than about 4 to 5 months is considered a seller's market. And we've been in a seller's market for a really, really long time. If I go back and look at the last 10 years, we have to go back all the way to 2013, 14, 15 to see even a neutral market. And then it's been an extreme seller's market ever since COVID in 2020. So you can see that here. So much would have to change to get out of this seller's market. And that's why I think pricing will continue to go up for some time, because you would have to have inventory basically triple to get even back to a neutral market, which I don't see happening anytime soon. What's also nice is you can kind of get some data around how many showings it takes to get a contract on a home. The average is 14 and 16 respectively. You can see the dollar volume that is traded. And what's interesting is you can have home prices go up, but have dollar volume go down, because dollar volume is more of, speaking to how much is turning over. And if you have low inventory to start with, you have less homes to sell. And so you have the situation where home prices are, yes, going up, but dollar volume in the marketplace is going down. All right, I'm going to remove North Wheaton just so we have something very easy to look at. I'm going to go back to the 3-year time frame and now look at rolling 6 months for just all of Wheaton here. You can see price per square foot and how that's moved. You can see that's going up dramatically, and that does tend to correspond with just average sale price in general, which makes a lot of sense. You would see that as inventory goes down, home prices go up. So you see how this is going up and to the right, which is the inverse of inventory, which is down to the right. You can see of closed sales, new listings, just tons of great data here. The other thing I like to look at is percent of original list price closed. And so over the last 6 months, the seller is actually securing more than what they're asking for, which is just wild. So on average, they are actually selling over their original list price. That's pretty wild. So here you have it. So in a nutshell, what you're seeing is you're seeing home prices going up still. You're seeing inventory very low. A lot would have to change to have that story change. And I just don't see it happening. Even when we had interest rates go from 3 to 7.5 in the same calendar year, which is unheard of, you had the rate of appreciation slow down, but you didn't get into depreciation or home values going down. And that's simply because there's just not enough homes to sell. And this is a market like anything else. Supply and demand matter more than anything. So I anticipate seeing another year in 2024 where you have moderate appreciation compared to COVID years. You're going to see it appreciate 4 to 5 to 6%, somewhere in that range. You'll see inventory build slowly, but nothing drastically. And it depends on where interest rates go. If interest rates go down, into the low sixes, you'll see more people get into the marketplace, which will be a good thing because you need to get to this point where you wake up one day and you don't have 80% of people locked in at a 3 interest rate. You want to see that average roll up so that the delta between what you can get in the marketplace and what people are locked in at shrinks down to move. If that is too great, you see the standstill in the marketplace that we see right now. So as months pass and you see more and more people sell out of those super low interest rates, we'll get ourselves in a little bit more of a healthy position, because true health in the real estate market is a balanced market where buyers have opportunity and sellers have opportunity. But again, I think we're probably at best a few years away from that, and you should anticipate a seller's market in the meantime. Hope this is helpful, and we'll see you next time.